guys, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, as promised, I am going to be talking to you guys about pumping and my schedule and routine for pumping and everything like that. So I'm going to be talking about if you can drink while breastfeeding, how you can have a glass of wine with pumping, and pumping necessities that you may need, and some things that I've learned along the way so far. And things that I bought that actually really help with my pumping and schedule and everything like that. So, and also help with getting my supply and everything like that. So before you guys watch this video, check out my breastfeeding 101 video I did all about breastfeeding and stuff that will help you ease into the pumping as well. Just get right into the video. So first off, I want to talk about the pump that I use. So I actually use the Medulla tote bag pump. So this comes in a backpack as well, and I think personally now, using the tote bag, I probably would have bought in the backpack instead, just because this is a bit bulky. Hi! So quickly, I'm just going to show you before he gives me the baby. Inside it has like a battery pack right here. They can put batteries in so you can take it on the go. This is a pump, so it just turns, and then you put these string tubes kind of right in these holes right here. So there's two of them. There's a lot of storage in this bag too, lots of pockets and everything. So I use the Even Flow bottles. They fit perfectly, and they're just for they're my pumping bottles. I don't use these bottles to feed. I use the Dr. Brown's bottles. They're the best bottles to use. So I just go ahead and put these on the bottles. That's just kind of what it looks like in the pump. You can buy the Medulla bottles to go with these if you wanted. And then once I do pump and finish, I'll talk about storing and stuff like that later, but these are actually from the Dr. Brown's bottles. These caps, they have other caps for the eco ones. But that's the pump I use. Again, the Medulla breast pump, I'll link it down below. The Medulla pump is really good. I highly suggest using this one. So usually what I keep in my pumping bag, this sounds silly, but I did have a pumping station, and you guys can definitely do this, where you keep your pump in one spot. And then this is really cool. I made my little breast pump area in this little crate. So I have my pump and bottles, the bra, and stuff like that. Have some snacks, you know, have a cloth for you to clean up after, and have just stuff that you may need, like a magazine, because you're going to be sitting there for a while, and stuff like that. But lately I've been just taking my bag around wherever I am if I'm in bed, and I usually, in my bag, I keep a bottle of water in here. I keep snacks, because you really want to keep hydrated and everything like that, and relax when you're pumping. So a little necessity to use when you're pumping is this bra that I found. You can find these attachments. They have different kinds everywhere. So basically this has clips just like for your nursing bra, and you just put down your nursing bra flaps, and then you attach these, and it makes it so it's hands-free when you're pumping. They go in here, so they just stay there while you're pumping, and then you're hands-free. And this thing was a savior for me, because I hated sitting there using the bottles and whatnot. So this thing was a very good purchase, and I just keep that in my bag whenever I need it. So let's talk about my pumping schedule. So for pumping, it really depends on your milk supply and production and how much you have, but my production was pretty low, so my doctor advised me to pump with every feeding. So lately I've been pumping every 3 hours. I usually feed before, and then I pump for about 20 minutes to half an hour, and that will keep my milk supply going. And then for storage, I put these little caps, and then I go ahead and take like a dry erase marker, and I write down the day and then the time that I pumped, and I put it in the fridge. So I'll put a chart on how long breast milk usually lasts, room temperature, and with putting in the fridge and freezer and de-thawing milk. I'll put up a little chart, because that really helped me. So when you take it out of the fridge, you know that you can use it within that amount of time. So with breast pumping, feeding, whatever you may need, I use an app on my phone called My Medulla. So So I use my Medulla right here. Track your breastfeeding schedule, pumping schedule, bottles that they have, their diapers. So what I do is I press pumping, and you can do both breasts or you can do one breast. I usually do both, and then I just press start once I start to pump. And then I put down how much I pumped in the bottle and everything like that. So I just keep track and see kind of how my milk flow is going, and if I miss a feeding and stuff like that, I'll know, and I have everything on track. So this app is amazing. I use it all the time. So with our schedules, we like to go out and do things. We don't always like staying home. We're a pretty busy family. So I decided to get an even flow manual breast pump, and I haven't even opened this yet, but I'm so excited to try it. So this is just what it looks like here, but I think it's personally better to use instead of bringing my tote bag around and it being just super heavy. So this is kind of what it looks like here. It comes with two different sizes, and this one's like a rubbery kind of size. So I guess you just put it on and then you just manually pump it. And I'm really excited to use this because it's gonna be so handy. And in my last breastfeeding video, I talk about engorgement and stuff like that and how to relieve engorgement. And this thing, if you have it in your baby bag or in your purse or whatever, I mean, it will be a lifesaver to you when you're engorged. Yeah, that is just the manual pump that I got that I'm gonna keep in my van or in my backpack to bring, and that way you're not wasting milk and stuff like that. And I'm also going to get a haka. I'll pop up what it looks like up here, but you can use it for feeding or if you're pumping, and it just like suctions on, and then instead of all of the milk that's coming out and wasting it into your bra or whichever, it will catch the milk. So I'll be pumping on one side and then having that little haka on the one side, so I'm not wasting any milk. Also, to make your life easier on the go and you're pumping and you grab a bottle from the fridge and you don't have time to, you know, like warm it in the sink, that's what I do. I usually put the bottle in like a mug or something and then let the hot water go, because my bottle warmer that I had always like boils the milk and it's just like really annoying. But I actually ordered a bottle warmer that goes in your car. It's called a Warm and Go, and I got it on West Coast Kids, and it's so cool. You basically plug it in to your vehicle and then it warms up the bottle as you go. So what I was kind of worried about with the whole breastfeeding thing and stuff like that is if you can have a glass of wine with dinner, or if you can have a beer at a barbecue or whichever. If you have a glass of wine or a beer or anything like that, it says to wait for one glass to wait 2 hours before feeding. So that's just what I've been doing. And sometimes, just to be safe, I'll wait a bit longer and I'll pump and dump just a bottle if I need to. Or I will pump, then have a drink, and then I will use that full bottle to feed the baby and then just skip until the next feeding, which is like 3 hours. So that's just what I've been doing. You don't want to, you know, restrict yourself for 9 months plus another 6 to a year, or how long you plan on breastfeeding, because as a mom, you need a glass of wine and you need a drink once in a while, trust me. So for boosting your milk supply, I know I've done a lot of research, and you could do lactation muffins, you could do lactation cookies, smoothies and stuff like that. But what I actually ordered is this Earth Mama Organics tea. And this is what it looks like. I haven't tried it yet, but I will let you guys know if it works or if I notice a difference after drinking this tea. I'm actually really excited to go ahead and use this. The big products that I've talked about, I will link them down below so you guys know. And if I missed anything, ask me in the comments down below and I will be happy to answer them for you. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a brief rundown on my pumping schedule, things I use and necessities and stuff like that. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys haven't already, and I guess I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching.